Hi, church. I according to this thing, I have 3 to 5 minutes to put together the testimony for the year and how God has been really great and kind. And it's gonna be difficult. I tried to jot down the points, and I must say that there was no space left. So I'm gonna try to put in the major points that help me grow closer to God and realize that He is even more real than I can imagine. So 2020 started off. I remember I was on my knees on December 31st, 2019. I was praying that this year God would use me more, that some way or the other I would be used for the expansion. And prayer was answered likewise. I grew closer to God and I got more and more opportunities to share the gospel with others. And I was back in college, and in college we had the opportunity to have outreaches, and we could edify each other as well. And then was Corona. So I still remember when the news was leaked and people were running around inside the hostel. The guys were really excited that we are going home. None of us were obviously none of us were aware that we'll be not coming back for such a long time. So and even at that time, God was gracious that we were all able to, as a fellowship, all of us were able to gather in a room and pray for the college and pray for everything that was happening. And I was in Pune for the most part from March 18th to December 6th. I was in Pune, and I'm really, really, really thankful to God that He kept us safe, even though we were in the epicenter and the cases were just booming around us. And mom was working in a hospital. Mom's hospital was shifted to a COVID hospital. There were times when we got scared. There were times when we had some throat itching, and like a little spike of fever, and we got scared. But then we realized that His mercy is there, and we are there, and we are kept safe, and He has a plan. So I'm really thankful to that also. Then started with my fourth year in July, and it was really I was not so happy that I was going to do it virtually, but then God had other plans, and I'm really happy that I could stay back at home. I could spend time with my parents, and I could share the gospel with my mom's colleagues there, and like in a very subtle way. I could not do it for like very clearly, but then I used to share verses with them. I started this thing where I used to send verses to mom's friends, and some of my friends were unbelievers, and I could send them verses every day morning. So I had the opportunity of doing that as well. And one of the best things that happened was actually yes, before that we shifted from Pune to Bagdogra, West Bengal. We traveled by train. It was around 36 hours, and we had two dogs along with us. So God was really kind and gracious that He carried us safely through the journey of between these 5 states, through these 5 states, and we reached here safely. And the best part that happened, the best thing that happened in the entire year was for Christmas I took over the decoration part. I was like, I'm gonna decorate the army, this thing, the mess and everything that we're staying at. And I took this, and I was like, I want to share the gospel with them. And then sat and prayed about it, and then watched videos, made my message more and more concise, got some verses to share with them. And finally on the Christmas Eve, on the eve of Christmas Eve, I was able to share the gospel with around 25 of mom's officers. And I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm really hopeful that, as Paul says, I planted the seed, Apollos watered it. I'm hoping that someday someone would come behind and they would water the seed, and God will make the plant grow. But I'm really thankful to God for using me more and more in His purpose, and I pray that all of us would be used in the expansion of His kingdom. That's my testimony, and thank you so much for praying, especially all the elders. Thank you for praying for our protection. Thank you so much. Love you all.